Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Give us a happy Tuesday, Phil.
Happy Torture Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Whoa.
You awake?
All right, here we go.
That's the jolt we
Welcome
needed.
to episode 28 of the Everybody But Me show. We have Phil and Katie with me on my right, and we have two amazing guests that I'm so excited to have on. These girls just had their 500th episode.
Hey.
500th
500th episode.
You got it.
on their podcast, which is an incredible accomplishment.
That's
I did
awesome.
28. I'm like, fuck, that's just a lot.
A lot of talking.
But 500 is amazing. When I was on the show, The Bachelorette, when our episodes were coming out, I would listen to what the Chicks in the Office girls had to say about us. And that was the only thing that I was like, they're talking about me. They're talking about us. And
We had a lot to say.
we got
It was
Fran.
so positive back then.
It was very positive. It has really slowly declined.
But we have Fran and Ria here. And
Hello.
I'm so excited to have you guys on and to communicate in person.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
It's a lot better to communicate in person with you. You responded to our story on Chicks in the Office because
yeah, you noticed.
we said on the podcast that there's only one person worse than Trent who we work with at communicating, and it's Tyler, because you don't answer text messages. People can ask you a question. You think the world just revolves around you at all times. You do. Like you think the world should like
I actually
walk
texted
to your
him
beat.
and I was like, our text thread looks so pathetic because it's me just trying to get answers. It's not even like what's up.
You
Right,
guys are
right.
best friends.
And it's just like all me.
What possesses you to do that?
So I'm bad at texting. I'm not a good texter. Like
Very.
a lot of times, like a text will come in, I'll look at it, I'll put it down, I'm gonna get
You
back to it.
respond in your head?
I respond in my head, and so many times I've responded to it and just never hit send. You know,
Every once in a while, that's fine. But when it's like a direct question that
like,
or
hey,
something, or something needs to be planned.
Right, like we're
I do
planning
that to
the
Ria all the
podcast.
time where I feel bad where I'm like, oh fuck, I answered it in my head, but like we're talking about something stupid.
Oh, you think what I say?
No, but we're going back and forth in a
But-
stupid way
I
where
text
I'm
Fran
like,
a lot
oh.
of like pointless things, so I understand.
I was
I'm
so
a rambler,
excited to
but
do y'all's podcast, but I never heard anything about it. And
It's all right.
But
We don't even have to
thought
get
it got
into it.
passed on.
I'm
to
not-
Kate
I'm
or
not.
Katie, and so
To be honest, we may just use what we are doing right now and put it on our show on
you
Friday.
can use
yes.
it. You can have it.
because the thing is, you said that you don't know. I don't even want to get into it because I feel
No,
like I'm
get
being
into it.
mean, but like. I asked you, do you want to come on the podcast
I said
before
yes.
our show? You said, no. You didn't say yes.
had to make sure
said,
you were done
I have to make sure
with
that I
your
can get
other
out early.
jobs.
Okay, so I expected, hey, by the way, I asked, I can get out early. Never heard that. So this morning I was like, you know what? Or yesterday I was like,
Taking
all right.
matter into
I
my own
said,
hands.
Fuck this. Can I curse on here?
You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want.
Wait, that's so weird because everyone always asks us.
I know. I thought that in my head when I just said it before, and then was like, nobody stopped me.
This is
So
Jupiter, guys.
yes,
you can't
yeah.
curse in Jupiter.
So
Grandma said.
I was like, you know what? Forget this. We can't rely on this guy. Let's just record the podcast to ease our stress. And then if we show up and you can record, that's great. And we'll just use whatever. But like, there was no, yep, got confirmation. I'll be out early. And you also broke down on the side of the road.
Yeah, I did. I ran
And
out
it
of
wasn't
gas.
the first time before the
Yeah,
podcast.
This is my fourth time breaking down in this truck.
Gas?
breaking down or just running out of
Well,
gas.
second time running out of gas.
How do you do that? Like
So-
how do you see that the gas tank's getting lower and lower and not think I have to go to a gas
Well,
station?
so it's a 78 F250. It's an old 1978
Okay.
Ford. So the gas gauge isn't
Doesn't
really
work?
working all the way.
Okay.
But I
So you're
just got it
just taking a
repaired.
gas.
They
I guess
said
that's
it's
a
good.
fair excuse.
They said it was good, so I was like, I'm gonna drive this thing to zero. I got the 79, and that was zero for me. Yeah, but
Fortunate.
Wow, that's I could not live my life like that where I just at a
On the
moment's
edge.
notice run out of gas.
Whatever happens,
I was
happens.
on a date like 2 nights ago. Thank God I didn't break down on the date. So
That would have been fun though, a good test to see if like they're a good
Yep.
significant other.
I
How you
agree.
guys handle that
I
situation
agree.
together.
it would have. I think it would have just been her laughing at me the whole time. But
Probably.
Probably.
that's what happened at dinner, anyways, because I'm funny.
So funny.
The funniest person ever.
Only in person, never through text.
We just got aggressive quick, guys.
Yeah.
So with all that said, Tyler, the hard-hitting question today, why do you think you have not been able to maintain a long-term relationship?
Well, I can go on a limb and say communication. But I guess let me think about it. We always go to a song, so we get to play music on our show.
You're very lucky.
You are lucky. We used to get to play music all the time, and it was so fun. And
Yeah.
now we can't.
So why don't you give us a fun song then, Ria or Fran?
Okay, right now,
Yep.
can I pull up like a remix? Like, do
No,
I?
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
it's-
tell
No,
you.
it has to be through.
Oh,
Amazon
well,
Music.
Okay.
Miley's new
If you
song.
have Spotify, it'll work.
Yeah, Spotify. I have a song, but it's not the summer. The Summer Jam, this one, Jerome remix.
I don't know if Amazon's gonna have Summer Jam.
We're about to find out.
The Underdog
Interesting
Project.
choice.
Oh, wait.
I've been listening
I don't
to
know
it.
what that
Moment of
is.
truth.
Because I don't think I know it.
The Underdog
Me neither.
Project.
This one. Can you see the picture?
I'm gonna type in Jerome.
Sorry, guys.
Jerome.
I really
This is
picked a
very
wild.
specific. Right
I know. I was like, how about just Miley's new song? They
Fine,
definitely
we can
have
do
that.
We can do Miley's new song.
What is Miley's new song?
Flowers.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know this was a whole song. Interesting.
A whole song. A
I
whole
haven't never heard this
song.
yet either.
I can't
Compared
believe you did
to
it.
a half a song
Well, I've
or
only seen like 10-second clips of it, so I thought it was just like a joke that people were doing. I didn't know it was a real song.
real song.
Flowers, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
All right.
Got it.
All right, we're back live. And the question was, why don't relationships last long with me?
Yeah.
In communication, I think I over communicate in a relationship. I love to talk.
You think you over communicate?
That can't be possible.
Cannot be true.
Yeah.
With his person.
With my person. Yeah, we talk, like we fall asleep FaceTiming together.
Okay, I don't think that's bad.
No, I'm saying like we're good. I communicate well when I'm in a relationship because I think it's important.
Okay.
Are you a better texter?
So then what is the problem?
I think the problem is I just jump into things way too quickly. You know, and like because I like
You move
I've
too
always
fast?
I've always just chased like.
Do you get
fire.
bored?
No, I never got. I've gotten.
Like, is it like you jump in and then 2 months later you're like, this is not as
No.
fun anymore?
Or you jump in and then you really get to know the person and go, maybe we're not a match.
No, I got dumped, guys. So maybe it's me.
yeah, but you don't get dumped every time.
No, I mean the
Except for
last
mine.
relationship was my first breakup. I've ever broken up with someone for the first time. You know, so like that one was I was like I jumped into the relationship and then I was like, this is not it. This is not the right relationship. Like I wanted us to try, but I felt like we were so far away, like Florida, New York, like we were never gonna be able to be together. Like, and I was so busy down here. I was like, we're gonna learn to resent each other before we're gonna like learn to actually really like each other. So I was like, let's just not do this. And then it spiraled to much other things. But I think just jumping in too quick and not really taking my time with the relationship.
What's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
A year and a half.
Year and a half. Okay, not that
That's
long.
not
I mean,
too
it's
bad.
not terrible.
What's the longest have y'all been in?
Right now.
Right
I'm
now?
going on over 5.5.
You go, gal.
Yeah.
You got to put some rings on the other
I was
finger.
going to say over 5.5 years.
Yeah.
Is there a ring
Yeah.
coming?
That's
We'll see.
exciting.
Yes.
What about you?
Well, my last relationship was like 4 years.
Damn.
And now the relationship I'm in now
Yeah.
has been like a year.
I like this relationship.
Me too. I love this
So
relationship.
do I.
I just like the way you guys' energy, like the
Yes.
way y'all like the
It's great.
fun and it's awesome.
I
love
agree.
it. It's a match made in Barstool land.
I'm glad you agree.
I agree.
Yes. Well, Fran supports.
No, I support anybody that actually knows them
yes.
knows it's a great match.
Yes.
People who don't can
Right.
say whatever they want.
Also,
I
it
honestly
doesn't
think
matter
it's-
if
yeah,
they don't.
exactly.
Like, it's got to be hilarious just to sit at the dinner table with you two.
Oh yeah, we're like you said, we're an entertaining. We entertain each other a lot. Like we are just constantly laughing 24/7.
What about you, Phil? Longest relationship?
My current one.
Current one?
Yeah. Married 5 years, together 7.5.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, that's definitely the longest.
Yeah.
Kate?
8 years.
Damn.
And then my current's on 3. The 3 is a lot better than those 8.
I feel like
Sometimes it's not about length.
It's
Yep.
not about time
Yep.
sometimes. Yeah.
Year and a half.
A year and a half.
Both times?
No,
like
a
you're
year and a
two?
half, 8 months, 1 month. So I don't even know if that's worth counting.
1 month is a reach for
That's
a
a flat.
relationship.
Yeah,
We
that's-
do count that one for him only because it was the first time he ever broke up with a girl. So we were like, if we want to
Okay.
count that, we gotta,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm thinking of the right thing.
What do you mean?
I think I'm thinking of the Was it a public relationship?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You know.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know if it was maybe something I wasn't aware of.
Right.
But yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
So are you looking for somebody to settle down with?
Yeah, I would love to settle down with somebody, but I think part of my issues right now is I'm so busy with work and like what I'm trying to do. Like, also like I've been like kind of thinking on this lately as like I'm turning 30 in like 2 weeks, and like the show created a lot of opportunities, like, you know, but like how long can you do this whole post a picture for this and make this much money?
Right.
How long can you do all that stuff? I'm like, that doesn't make me feel anything.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, I want to start something. I want to build something. Like, I got tired of going to these dinners and taking pictures for these brands and building their dream. Like, I was like, I want to start doing something for myself because like I want something to be like, yeah, this is my work. This is what I'm proud of. You know, to like a girl, to my wife one day. And like, I'm like thinking like, I don't have anything that resembles that. Like what y'all do is cool. Like y'all created a career. You know, you have a career. Your career relies on me, Kate. I'm sorry.
I go, well, this is petrified.
we better make this career work.
Oh my God.
But I was like, I got nothing that I can be like, yeah, this is what I do and this is what I'm proud of.
That's so sad when you word it like that.
But it's true. And
Yeah, but at least you realize that.
Yeah.
And now you can do stuff that you want to do. It's not like you're not even 30 yet.
Yeah, and I also feel you like you don't want to be like, yeah, you know, like I did a swipe up for this company and a swipe up for that company, and then the girl sitting across from you like, cool.
And
like,
well, you
that's
see all the
great.
people who come off that show too, and who are really holding on.
Yeah.
Really holding on. And it gets to a point where it's like, it
Right.
feels a
I
little
admire
weird.
the people who take the opportunity from it because I think you should, right? Like you gain popularity and all these networking opportunities. But then I also respect like building something from that isn't necessarily like, I'm going to go on another dating show and I'm going to just keep like milking this until like, you're not finding anybody when you keep going on those shows. Like it's just not working.
Yeah, like building something of their own.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have, Tyler, do you have like, now that you want to be, I'm guessing you want to be in Florida. So your last relationship, you guys are in different places. Do you not want to date anybody that's not in Florida?
I mean, I would but I don't think it's like the best idea.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I
not
need to
gonna
be
work.
around my person. I need to be able to like to see them, to touch them.
Yeah.
I'm a lovey-dovey person, and if I'm in what I'm trying to build here, it would be a disservice to myself and what I'm trying to do as a business and to the people that I'm working with to date somebody in New York or LA.
Yeah.
Because then my mind's going to be there instead of being where I need
Here.
to be.
Now, what kind of girl are you looking for? Like, is it always somebody with like a following or like we you know,
Like I went out on a date the other day with a girl I went to college with.
how was that?
It was great. It was fun. You know, it was nice, you know, and like she gives me tons of shit because she knows me from college.
Yeah.
You know. But like
I feel like that's the kind of person you need.
Yeah.
Agreed.
but then I'm also like trying to date around within my own high school, like from the past. I've done that and it hasn't worked.
That's never a good idea.
It hasn't.
Going
Yeah.
back into the
warned me.
dating pool.
That's too far back, right?
That is too
It
far
is, 'cause
back.
then
Only
everyone
listen.
and like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna start being like, man, like he really had to go back all the way to high school. Like there was nobody new that he can.
I know, but I was just
But sometimes those are the people that know you the best and you can connect with them. But
that's what I was thinking.
He was just thinking the whole like the one that got away, and I was like,
maybe they got away for a reason.
swing
Yeah.
and miss.
Yeah. Worth revisiting, I guess.
But you know what I've always wanted to do? Just live with somebody.
Living with somebody is awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is. If it's the right person, it is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is awesome. And it's good to get to know the person.
Have you?
Well,
You've never lived with a partner?
No.
Yeah.
Never made it that close.
Right. So a year and a half. I guess you're not moving in together.
I was trying to, but she was like, I
Well,
don't
we
wanna
live
go to
together.
school.
Oh yeah. I'm not talking. I'm on Tyler time.
Yeah.
You and Marty live together?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's great.
How is he cleanliness wise?
He's very clean.
Because like remember like seeing the videos of like the bed on the balcony?
Yeah. No, that's Dana. Dana's the mess.
Oh, you live with Dana?
No, I didn't. Dana and Marty live together.
Okay.
Dana was messy. Marty's very
moved
clean.
out. Dana
gone.
moved
Moved out. He lives with his girlfriend. Marty is very clean. Like we don't have, also we're the type of people that like can be, we're not dirty, but like with clothes and stuff, like throw our clothes around or whatever. And like, I'm not picky, he's not picky. And then when it's time to like get our shit together, we're like, all right, let's clean this shit. And then we clean it. And then, you know, maybe 2 weeks pass and then we'll do that again. But like, he's very clean. I actually, one of my favorite things about him is his hygiene.
Really?
Yes. You know,
That's
showers multiple times
I've
a day.
seen him wear sweatpants
very clean.
multiple times in a row.
Yeah, but when he goes out, like he's very presentable.
Yeah, no, he is. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
We're trying to teach Tyler small little hygiene tips for his future girlfriend.
Are you not clean?
It's not that he's not clean. He's busy. So I'll give him that. So watch the ego, take a breath.
What are things I have to work on, Kate?
You put sweaty clothes. When I say sweaty, I mean when Tyler works out. He works out hard. Another good. Okay.
I know.
But they like wring out.
You need some more of that.
He puts it into his laundry bin, but he doesn't do laundry for like 3 weeks. So now all of his clothes get moldy. So I'm just trying to teach him like you keep those clothes to the side or wash them right away.
Because then the smell like lingers into the
Not even
room.
that, but just mold grows on my
Yeah.
clothes.
No, like I'm not getting
That's
that.
disgusting. That's disgusting for sure.
And you were asking me about Marty's hygiene.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't
My
do
boyfriend
that.
is like that too, where
Yeah, but
that was something I had to separate.
I moisturize.
Yeah,
my face.
exactly. So I'm like, we should
So
get
does
ahead of
he.
this for your future girl.
Are you trying to get credit for putting moisturizer on? Is that you wanted like us to say good job for putting moisturizer on?
He needs those little good jobs. See how I prefaced what
like,
I said?
So do our boyfriends. Like, cool.
I don't know. None of my friends do it down here.
No, nobody's big on skincare.
No.
Do you wash your face?
Yep.
And moisturize. That's great.
You got to cleanse it. You got to cleanse it.
I have to do it. I mean, I'm just saying, if you don't do it when you're my complexion, you straight ashy, okay? And no, we're not doing that.
You're doing laundry every month?
Yeah.
Once a month?
Yeah, pretty much.
Busy
Whenever I
guy.
run out of draws, I do laundry.
I said this to Ria, there's only like little things you find out when you move in with somebody that you don't realize annoy you. The towels, wet towels everywhere drives me insane. Mm-hmm. Like wet towels on the bed, wet towels on the couch. Like I'm like, hang up the towel. Mm-hmm. Just hang up the towel. Mm-hmm. That kills me.
All right, what about this? How do y'all keep the spark?
Ria?
I want to answer, but
Ria's in the honeymoon phase.
I mean,
Y'all just
we
humping
are
like
just
rabbits right now.
wildly attracted to each other.
Humping like rabbits. I knew it.
We just
Spark hasn't gone out.
That's not a spark. That's a fire.
Yeah, we just, I mean, it's been like a little over a year now. We are wildly attracted to each other. So that's always a great thing. You don't want to be unattracted to the person you're with.
No, absolutely not.
No. Amen.
I also don't
definitely
believe
not.
in honeymoon phases.
Really?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like, I think when you know, and like for us, like we're very compatible. Like we just know it. And like we are just like obsessed with each other in a great way.
Not that I do believe in honeymoon phase, but things change as time goes on for sure. Like my feelings are still the same, but when you're just with somebody for a long time, your schedules change, people get busier, this or that. You have to always like make time. I think especially when you live with somebody, you can get into a routine of just
monotony,
going through the motions, and it's like, oh well, we go to work, we're home, this, that, but always like date nights, schedules, things like that. Like make sure I hate when I like look at my calendar, I'm like, oh my God, we haven't gone out to dinner in like 3 weeks. How did that happen?
I think
so
that's
we always
important.
make sure that there's good,
like a good dinner where you like both put down your phones and like just and the whole night.
Even just like cooking together. I don't cook, but he cooks and he's a great cook.
I got some.
So that's like that's where I try and like that's where I have to be like more present, phone down, actually like turn on music, hang out. Yeah.
The last time I cooked for a girl,
what did you make?
I tried to make steak, and I lit a garbage can on fire.
How did the
I almost
steak?
lit the side of my house on fire.
So what? You burned this? You set
no.
the steak on fire and then threw it in the trash can, or
Worse.
I was going to
Just
grill,
worse.
right? I'm a master griller. And
doesn't sound like
I don't know.
I'll make y'all a steak one of these days.
Okay.
And I was grilling it. I thought the coals weren't working, so I took the coals out. I was trying to light them, they weren't lighting. So I took the coals out, put them in the dumpster, put the dumpster on the side of the house, right? Finished the steaks. And I'm talking about, I made these steaks they're beautiful. And mine was crisp on the outside, medium rare inside. Like, you would have loved it. Better than any of those New York City places you go to. And
Catch Steak has a great steak.
no, my steak would have put them in the grave. Anyways, the girl's steak, she's like, mine's not charred enough on the outside. Can you char it some more? I was like, yeah, come outside and do it with me. And so I'm doing it. And then she goes, what's going on over there? And I look over to the side of my house. It's a white fence. It's completely red. And I go, oh, shit. I go over there. The fire is like probably up to my chest. And I'm like, oh, God. And that day I was being very responsible, and I finally bought life jackets for my boat, and I bought like a fire extinguisher because those are all things you have to have. So like light bulb went off, like, yo, I got a fire extinguisher. Ran into my boat, grabbed the fire extinguisher out of the boat, and sprayed it down and saved the day, basically. So
well, thank God.
I made her
ruined the day and
I
saved
made her
it.
a steak and saved the day. And we still didn't
So
work
what?
out.
And
That's a good date.
So what set the trash can on fire?
the hot
hot
coals. He
coals.
decided to put
Coals
into
get
a
hotter and hotter
plastic.
and hotter.
You okay?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next to my brand new jet ski, next to the condenser unit. For
You
my
got a
AC.
new jet ski?
Yeah.
Sick.
Y'all want to go? Oh,
It's not the one.
oh my
It's
God.
not the one where you're
Let's talk about
broke,
this.
is it?
Ria is down here. Were you?
Should I?
No, I wasn't with you guys.
Her sister came. Should I tell the story?
Yeah, tell the story.
Oh my God. So we went on the boat, and yeah, I took Fran's sister with me. And whose jet ski did you have? Like, it was your brother's friend, or was it your jet ski? I don't know whose jet ski
It was my brother's friend's jet ski.
But I love jet skiing. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do in the water. I'm not a winter sport gal. I'm a summer sport gal. I love a jet ski. So they were like, we have a jet ski. I was like, perfect. So they were like, you're gonna go out there on your own. I said, amazing. I know what to do. Like, I was so cocky. And I get on this jet ski, and there was no, like, it's pretty clear on where you can and can't go. The only time I've ever jet skied actually is like in the Bahamas or Aruba, where like, it's very like you can
Open
go from
ocean.
here to here, open ocean, like there's nothing in the way. This was not the case. So I'm on the jet ski, all of a sudden I hear, and I'm like, no. I hit a sandbar. I'm stuck. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm literally stuck. There's no one around. I like tears started streaming from my face. I don't have my phone, nothing. They're so far down. It's not like anyone can see me. I'm freaking out. I'm like, holy fuck. Come on. I'm like trying to rev it. I'm like riding this thing, like really trying to get it out of the thing. These two families on two separate boats, I guess they were like hanging out, whatever. They were like, oh my God, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm stuck. Like I hit a sandbar, whatever. And they were like, we have to come help you. Like if this was our daughter, like we'd be freaking out. So two like dads jumped into the water and helped me get the jet ski out.
Let's go, dads.
They were awesome. So I get back on the jet ski and I'm like, okay, like whatever. All of a sudden, jet ski stops in the middle of the water. I'm like, no. It starts beeping, like shuts off, turns on again. It's beeping the whole way back. I'm like, just make it there. I get back, I get on the boat and I'm like, guys, I don't know what happened, but the jet ski keeps beeping. And they were like, really? I was like, yeah, like it just started beeping out of nowhere. So I brought it back. And for so long, I didn't tell anybody, but I whispered to her sister. I was like, yo, I broke their jet ski. Like, we got to get off this boat and get home because I broke the jet ski. And then I think it was like months later when you came to the office, I was like, yo, remember that jet ski? I totally
For
broke
days she was waiting to get
hilarious.
For days she was waiting to like get a text message to be like, what did you do to the jet ski?
Like, I just don't think I was like as confident to be like, yo, I broke your jet ski. Like, if that happened now, I would be like, I broke your jet ski. Like, I don't know what else to say. But I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Like, I don't know what to do. And yeah, it was done for. Beeping the whole way back. And your brother had to ride with his friend on it back.
Yeah,
And
nut to butt.
I remember hearing, the jet ski from behind the boat, like slowly. They were just slowly riding, beeping the whole way. I was scared.
Oh,
but you
man.
have it now?
I have a new jet ski.
Cool.
Are you guys here this Sunday?
No.
When do
Yeah.
you guys leave?
I leave on Monday.
I was supposed to leave on Monday, but
You still could.
You should, because I'll be back in town Sunday.
I'm gonna go home with my boyfriend.
Bring him.
No, he can't. He has to
he
go
has to
back
leave.
because the Giants Eagles game is Saturday night, so they have to stream. Yes.
Such a good
well,
girlfriend.
and I'm gonna go out
That's
with my
what I-
friends and go back.
That's what I said.
That's awesome.
I said you could.
Yep.
I said you could say you're not streaming the game.
But we're not like that. We like to do everything together. I know that sounds
they're
And
crazy.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
There's
But
nothing
she
wrong with
makes
that.
fun of me because
I do make fun of her a little bit. They're
We
just
like-
it's
But
just
I feel like there's some people in relationships where they have to be together, do a lot of things together, and like that's great. Like that's kind of how my relationship 2 times ago was. Like we just did everything together. We mobbed everywhere. But some people can get away, and then
I need to be able to do stuff by myself.
I
Like,
can do stuff by myself, but I just appreciate his company.
Yeah.
So I like everything's more fun together. Like if something bad happens, it's funny. Like everything is funny to us. But she was making fun of me last week because I was like, oh, I can't do something at this time. I have to pick him up from the airport. And she was like, he can't Uber. And I was like, he would never let me Uber and I would never let him Uber.
guys have
Like
cars in the city?
I have my car, but we're talking about in Florida. So my parents
Yeah.
have a car or whatever. And
Yeah.
I was like, I just wouldn't, we both would just never
way.
do that for each other. We would always be like, I have to pick you up.
Same.
I don't know. Like it just,
Same, except one
Yeah.
time I was out on the boat with Tyler and I was like, Dill's flying in. I have to go to the airport. Meanwhile, we've been on the boat for 7 hours. The dock is from here to like 500 yards away. He's like, tell him I'll send him an Uber.
see that, you know,
And I was like,
in certain circumstances,
No.
but
There's others.
Here's the deal
Yeah.
with the boat. If the boat leaves, then everyone has to get in the boat, has to leave.
yeah.
Like we leave when we all leave.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
for one, all for all. What's the saying?
All for one and one for all.
yeah, all for one and one for all.
Tomato, potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. No, I will do that, but if there's something that, not that if it's pressing or quote unquote, like either something else going on, I'd be like, well, you know, I'll meet
swing
you
and a
in
miss. We'll
15
see each
minutes.
other later.
Like,
How did you two guys find your guys' boyfriend? Were y'all looking for it, or did it just kind of work its way?
no, I was not looking for it. Just happened. I was at the Jersey Shore and we met in a bar. Yeah. We had a mutual friend that was staying at his cousin's house and we just met and immediately like connected. I had a boyfriend in college for 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. And we broke up. I was single for like a year in New York, had a ton of fun. And then we met and we were like, it went without saying. Like it took like 2 weeks for us to be like, okay, this is he just started calling me his girlfriend and I was like, okay, this is great. And yeah, that was years ago. So it's all worked out pretty well,
Amazing.
I would say.
I was not looking for a boyfriend.
What was Marty's moves?
Well, we were friends for a long time. So it was kind of just like we would all hang out in the same friend group often. And then it kind of just happened.
Got drunk one night. and-
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't looking for a boyfriend, but it was one of those things, like I mentioned before, it was like, oh my God, wow, we're obsessed with each other. Like, this
That's
has to
awesome.
happen.
Worked out very nicely.
It did.
You guys weren't looking either, right, Phil?
No, I was not. I told my story, but
Bachelor.
Key West, drunken weekend, short version. Yeah. That was it. I was going to ask, how old are you?
Love that. I am 28.
28.
25.
Okay, this question is for you first. 5 years, you said, right? Mm-hmm. What's the time limit you're going to give this young man to put a ring on it?
I haven't given
or is
any
there?
timeline.
Okay.
It's been discussed. It's more the only like timeline I've ever thrown out is I said I would like to be engaged before 30. I'm not married. I don't care when, but I just that's the time I threw out. So I still have a solid 2 years almost.
Yeah.
Okay. He found himself a golden girl because, man,
I told Dylan whenever he proposed, just know it's a yes.
let's go.
Basically what I said.
You know what
Totally,
Katie's been doing?
totally.
She's been going on his computer, engagement rings. Talking to the phone, engagement ring.
Apple
I
Watch,
know.
engagement ring.
Yeah.
Yep.
We talk about getting married all the time. Like, he's like, whenever you say I can, I will.
God,
Like-
y'all would have such a fun. I just picture like Natty
he-
Light
Love that.
at the wedding, coming off of ice luge.
Oh my God. No, he like literally like, he's like, just say the word and I'm doing it. So
Wow.
So he's ready now.
yeah.
Are you ready now?
He's also a little. He's old. Not that it matters, but
he's gonna
he
be
is a little
29 in
older.
April.
Yeah, he's old.
And I'm
And you're 25. You said?
I'm gonna be 26 July,
Yo,
but
Marty
I'm not
is
like
one of the coolest people.
he's so
I
like
can't
we are
wait to
just
meet
like
this guy.
like I just know that like I want to marry him. Like that's
He's an
like I said, when
anomaly.
you
I've
know,
never
you
seen
know,
anyone
like
Yes.
It's true.
it's kind of just like when you know, like our families are so similar. When I hang out with his family, it feels like I've known them forever. When he hangs out with my family, the way him and my dad text, like, is like the cutest text messages I've ever seen. Like my dad texts him like, "Thank you for making my Maria so happy," and then him being like, "She's the best girl in the world." Like they have the cutest relationship, and so it's just like
I love that.
Family
It's
is
very-
huge.
yeah,
I
it
think
is.
Very
family is
important.
huge.
Very
Yeah.
important.
Very
so-
important.
Very
it's
important.
very nice.
When I
Yeah.
met Marty, I fell in love with him.
You met him the night that remember we all went out.
Yeah, we all went out
And with
to
Dylan and
town.
Hannah.
That's awesome.
Tommy John.
When I met Marty,
Our guy
and
Tommy.
then the next night we went to
Cute
the
eye
next day.
Tommy.
Me and him went to the baseball game.
Oh
together.
yeah.
And like I fell in love with Marty. Like he's just he is so much fun. He's charismatic. He's like the sweetest guy ever.
He really is like the nicest guy. He really cares about people. It's very nice.
And so when I found out they were dating, I was like, this is perfect. This is amazing.
Okay.
yes.
I was just dying to third wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to join. Like
So
y'all would be so much fun to double date with.
Yeah, I
You
would
know?
say we're a fun
You would be
double date.
probably be like my top 3 people I would double date.
That's an honor. We are a lot of fun.
Wow.
That is a huge I will say we are fun and we're great like because there's nothing worse than being in a relationship with somebody and they're like not a good person to go out with or like you're not on the same level. Like somebody get whatever. Like when we go out together, we are both like nobody gets like too fucked up. And it's like he's always checking in. Like we'll get really drunk, but together, and it's like nobody gets angry or
Right.
you know what I mean.
You're
Like
good drunks.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
good drunks.
Yeah.
So that's a great. Like I think that was actually one thing that like helped us together was like we were just like wow, we're
Happy,
really
fun
fun
drunk.
together when we go out. Like
Yeah.
so it's good.
Speaking of getting drunk, remember when we did the podcast drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we all went out, watched the Giants or Eagles. It was the Eagles.
I don't, yeah.
I don't remember, but we hate when we have to listen back to our drunk podcast.
we all listened. They're like, let's
We've
go
only
do a
done it. We've
podcast.
only done it a couple times, and I've played back 3 minutes total, and I'm like I cannot. How does anybody listen to this? It's like,
Yeah.
people loved it. They thought it was hilarious.
I was gonna
But
say, I
oh
think
my
it's
god,
fun. I think
It
it's
is a lot of
hilarious.
fun.
it's
It's
fun in
hilarious.
the moment,
Right.
and then
you're
but
like,
you just don't want to listen back to yourself.
No, not yourself. I think people like I've been listening to a lot. I just got into listening to podcasts, and I love hearing people just enjoy themselves.
Me
Yeah.
So
too.
much fun to hear.
Who do you listen to?
I listen to The Pivot. I listen to Club Shay Shay, and Chicks in the Office.
Yeah,
I was not looking for you to
No.
say our name at all.
But I've been listening to The Pivot and Club Shay Shay a lot, just because like they just dive into a lot of people that I'm really interested in, and dive like deep into their life and ask a lot of questions and whatnot. And that's Katie hates it because I play it in the car now.
yeah.
No, I only hate it because I'm trying to talk work to you, so our day doesn't go so long. And you're
Great
like,
communication.
just turning it up.
Yeah, just ignore.
Yeah. For me,
I don't even.
I like watching podcasts on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's kind of the only way I consume them. And I consume like a lot of comedians like Andrew Santino, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, like
Bert's
those
great.
guys. They're so funny. And like when they have their wives involved, like it's like Tom Segura has a podcast with his wife and it's just so funny. Like the things they talk about together. I'm like, wow, they're so comfortable talking about this stuff together. So I never like listen. I always watch.
A couple drinks always
Loosens everything.
loosens you up for
Yeah.
sure. But then like sometimes it just crosses
cross
a line and where it's like, whoa. We had 2 guys from Southern Charm on our show like a couple months ago, and we were drinking
can give
champagne.
them the proper names.
and they
Craig-
were
Craig and
Craig and
Austin.
Austin from Southern Charm were on our show, and they brought champagne, and we had a ton of fun. Like that was a perfect
Yes.
like little tipsy while
They were
recording.
drunker than us, which is always
exactly.
good.
But it wasn't like it wasn't where it ends and you're like, what just happened?
Right. And it's also never good when our producers also really fucked up. Like we had years ago in 2019, we went to the Jonas Brothers show in Penn State,
this.
and it was so fun. We got
fun.
and we like partied with them after, and it was like the best night of our lives. But we had to go back to New York because we had a radio show at the time
Yeah.
on Sirius XM. So we're like, we have to get back. So we left Penn State at like 5 in the morning, or we got back to New York.
We got back to New York at like 5 in the morning. We left Penn State at 2:33.
We recorded the whole thing in the car.
Maybe more than
and
that.
Our producer like threw up in the car. Like he had to edit the podcast while he was also fucked up. So like we put out this whole thing after taking like maybe like a 2-hour nap and woke up and we were like, oh my God, we put out an entire, it's still,
we got into the car, recorded. We all fell asleep.
That's awesome.
After we finished. And then it wasn't until after we got out of the car and we were like in the office that Noah was like, our producer was like, I have to admit, like I like throw up in the car. We were like, what?
So funny.
Like, that's how passed out we were after we finished recording. But no, our voices were gone. We were screaming from the show and we're just like, this was the best night of our lives.
And people still to this day are like, the Jonas Brothers podcast is still the best. And we were like, all the work we put into this podcast 3 times a week.
All the planning.
And that one that we're just drunk in the car and like you're just throwing it together is always people's favorite.
That's
yeah.
so funny.
And also there's video, like a vlog that went with it. So I think that also, like I talked about watching things, I think that helps a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have done 500 episodes plus.
500, yeah, plus.
Yeah, and you have solidified yourselves as like a here to stay. This is a podcast that's big. Like you guys have everyone tunes in. Like y'all have a big voice now. How does that feel? I mean, you guys dropped out of college. Y'all did all of that to get here. Like that's amazing.
I think that we do a pretty good job at like just staying level-headed.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like not necessarily just always living in what's happening, but even just sometimes the early years don't even feel like they happened. Like Noah sent us a picture today that was it was 4 years ago and our radio show had just started. Mm-hmm. It was like our first day and it was the pictures of the two of us. And I was like, who are those people?
Like the amount of hair colors I have been through.
Are those people? So it's the evolution of it all is really cool to look back and be like, wow, we actually have grown and changed and the show has gotten better. Because sometimes I'm like, what
we didn't know what we were doing.
Like, how did we even hit 500 episodes? And then I'm like, well, we look at how far back it's gone.
Right. I also think, as crazy as this sounds, because it's not that young, but I started working at Barstool when I was 19 and now I'm 25. And so I feel like I sort of like grown up, like recording, like people have like grown up with me a little bit, like where I've gone through so many phases of my life. I was actually talking about it recently. I was like, guys, I feel like my brain is like fully developed now. Like I was like, it feels like good. Like I'm like, I don't know what happened, but I'm feeling really like my brain is fully there because I look back on some things and I'm like, what were you doing? Why was your hair that color? Like what is going on? But
yeah, there were some questionable
looks. And you posted on your story today a picture of me with dark hair, and I wrote back and said, "What? Come on." Yeah, like,
that was Tate.
I have worked hard to get my hair back to this color. I can't have dark hair pictures popping up anymore. I can't. I said like people really should have known.
I think she was trying to sabotage you from joining her side.
People like really should have known I was going through something when my hair was black. Like it was a sign.
Did you have like a color at one point?
I loved
stripe.
I remember that.
I love that look. I am on record with I still liked the dark with the blonde.
I'm glad I did it just so I could look back and be like, yeah, you did that. But I'm very happy I got out of it. Like it wasn't something that's not me. Like I like who are you trying to be? I was going through a crisis.
They're called phases of life.
Yeah,
baby.
exactly.
That's all. You're good.
They say on TikTok, it's my era.
Yeah, it was an era. It was definitely an era.
Learning TikTok, y'all.
That was such an old man comment. What are those kids doing on TikTok? Eras. Yeah, a lot of different hair journeys for chicks in the office for sure.
What's next for you guys?
Different podcasts. We get asked this question a lot and we're always like, just
keep it rolling.
We haven't really had like a solid plan ever. And it's worked out quite well for us. Go with the flow, take opportunities when they come to us. I think we really want to do more live stuff, which we really like doing.
The live shows are so much fun.
Yeah, so we're going to do more live shows in the spring in cities that we haven't been to before, which we're really excited about. And yeah, we are getting some great guests on our show, which has been pretty crazy. Drew Barrymore was our 500th
saw
episode
that.
guest.
Wow, amazing.
So there's been
awesome.
some
Love her.
I love her
some
too.
good ones. Yeah, she's amazing.
don't.
She is.
So
You know?
what?
I don't think her movies are good.
I like me some Drew Barrymore. What are you talking
50
about?
First Dates?
Have you? Yeah.
We're about to like, we was all like, what
Wait a
the
minute.
hell? You know, like
Who
there
doesn't like Drew Barrymore's movies?
There are people out there who
I can only
probably
name one
think
movie,
she's
50
like
First Dates that she was in. Wasn't she Spider-Man?
E.T.
She was E.T.?
The little girl in
She's
E.T.
been famous for so long.
I think she's like mine.
Charlie's Angels?
She was addicted to drugs.
She was in Charlie's
She was
Angels.
The one with
addicted to drugs
Cameron
by
Diaz
12 years
and-
old.
Wow.
Yeah,
Blue?
she's been acting for a long time.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's got a crazy life story.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
She what? Oh.
what? And she's got
Great
her own
movie.
talk show now.
Yeah.
Yes,
She does daytime.
It's a big hit, right?
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
I think so. So it was some cool stuff for us for sure.
I love it. All right, back to dating. Back
Yeah.
to dating because I want to learn more about you guys.
I want to learn more about you.
So we have a question here. Do y'all use zodiac signs or do y'all look at those things? I feel like Fran's a no, Ria's a yes.
No.
Oh, really?
I mean, I know what mine is, but I don't like base that with dating
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I like looking at it, but I don't have that. I'm not in that deep. Like, I'm a Virgo. I feel like I have Virgo qualities, but I don't know like my
Compatibility.
moon rising.
Right? Yeah. Like I
and
know what I am.
compatibility and all that
I agree
stuff.
with that. I know what I am, and I'm like, yes, that is true. I'm a Leo.
Yeah.
But I'm never like, oh my god, am I compatible? with
I don't
this
trust this
person
stuff.
based
Do
off of-
you guys remember? I guess this is-
Calculator that you could Google.
Yes.
Yes.
When you and it was just like names. Like
Yeah.
you would just put your name and,
Yes.
and a boy's name, and it'd be like you're 90% compatible, or like you would
be
do
like-
it with your crush, and it'd be like Francesca. I put in Francesca, then I put in like Corey, and it'd be like 12%. I'd be like, oh, he's never gonna
Then she
like
would-
me.
She would put Fran. She would just keep putting like,
Yeah, different variations. different. Well, yeah, you would like change the spelling, and it would change the
Yeah.
percentage. You'd be like, oh,
Thank God.
thank God. But yeah, that's like, I don't know. Sometimes that
What about this? How do y'all
is
fight?
predictable. I don't. We definitely. I don't know. There's not necessarily fights. There's arguments, but we're both very good at being like, this is how I'm feeling right now, and you're making me angry because you're like talking at me and you're saying something that I don't like. Either that or like, even if there is an outburst, it'll take 20 minutes for one of us to be like, okay, we really shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Like, let's not, let's talk it out. No big, there's never been like a really big, like screaming. I'm not a screamer. I can't yell at somebody. I'm much more of a, not that I cower in fights. Like I'll speak my mind, but I am very even keeled.
Yeah.
Like I will tell him what I am upset about, and I'll cry. Me too. I'll cry, but I never like get to a yelling, which I think does work in my favor because sometimes then he's like, "Fuck, I'm really sorry." Like I
Yeah.
definitely got louder than I needed to. I'm like, "Yes, you did." But it's always resolved in the moment.
I used to have like bad anger issues. Like actually, I used to like not like that made it sound really bad, but like I was when you say like I had some anger.
You had a short fuse.
I had a short fuse, but like that has definitely like gone down. Like
She turned 25, fully
I
evolved.
turned 25.
It was your brain wasn't fully developed.
Brain wasn't fully developed.
Marty doesn't make me angry. So like there's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if we fight or whatever, like we'll talk it out, and he makes me laugh because if I'm being like, I have an attitude, he'll be like, stop being fresh. And then like, I can't help but laugh because I'm like, you just told me I'm being fresh. Like this is like funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually proud of myself because I feel like I have gotten a lot better with being able to handle like conflict in a relationship in terms of just letting you know how I feel and you letting me know how I feel. Because in the past, I would say I definitely like was a bit angrier.
Yeah. I actually put that on here. I was wondering like what you both have worked on personally in your relationship that like you feel like has benefited your relationships. So like for you, it would probably be that.
With him, I've never even had it. I've never even had that.
Yeah.
But I knew going into another relationship in my head that was something that I had to like look out for in terms of being like, all right, just stay calm, like whatever. But I also think that goes with like being compatible with that person and them not ticking you off in a way that's going to make, so I think that definitely helps. But I also just realized like you're never going to get anywhere with that. And he doesn't, there's no like, not that he won't allow me to yell back, but yell at him, but like he talks so calmly.
It makes you
It makes me calm.
Yeah.
I think mine's probably just more selflessness, I guess. I don't know. There's times, not that I consider myself like selfish per se, but I know that there are things that I know make him happy that I don't necessarily like doing. That I'm like, okay, he wants to do this. Like, just go along, do it. Like, it'll make him happy and you can do it. Instead of, I think before I would just be like, no,
you're better at compromising.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
He's very sporty, outdoorsy, likes to be, activities, games and stuff. And it sounds like so silly, but I just grew up in a family where we never really, video games, sure, but like board games, card games, like all that stuff, I just never really did. He loves them. Like he likes to just.
He really does.
He does. Like nothing makes him happier than like putting on music and playing card games and like talking. And I used to always be like, no, I don't want to play. leave me alone. But then, when the times where I'm like, yeah, of course, he's like, really? You'll play? I'm like, yeah. And he's so happy. I'm like, all right, I should probably say yes to these things more. So I think just agreeing to do things together is always a good thing. Are you, Tyler, I have a question for you. Are you a jealous person?
Jealous?
Yeah. Like,
I don't think so.
yeah.
No, unless
Do you pick girls that get jealous?
you're not.
Yeah, that's such an instinct. Like, yes.
Yeah, I think maybe yes.
Yeah.
I don't ever get jealous really, but if you give me a reason to be insecure about something, like if I feel like you're going behind my back about something, then I'll start to get suspicious.
I still don't think you're jealous though, because when things like that do happen, you're just more so like, if you're gonna do those things, you aren't my person. It's not like why are you talking to that person or why are you doing this? It's more of a like, if that's what you want to do, that's fine, but that's not your person.
Yeah. I think a little jealousy is good in like a healthy way where it's like you care about that person. And so obviously certain things are going to like make you feel a certain way, but like extreme jealousy is obviously never good. Like you don't want to like manipulate the person into thinking they did something wrong when they didn't do anything wrong at all.
Right.
I remember one argument, and this is actually kind of a funny story. It's how I told her I loved her by accident.
By accident.
And
you just blurted it out, or
so like we were all out in Delray Beach one night, and and we were all out and we're having a ball. And she told me before, she's like, when I'm out, like sometimes I'll bounce around. I was like, that's fine, but like let's have our moments. So let's have fun together, And like we're all having fun, but I haven't seen her all night. And then finally I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like let's have fun together, like and she was just like doing everything else. And I kind of got like a little frustrated with it, because like not because I was jealous about anything. I mean, she wasn't with anybody special at the bar or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just more like, I want to spend time with you. Like I want to have, like I'm having so much fun with everybody, but I want to have fun with you too, And she wasn't like, she used to that because she said she likes to bounce around and just kind of do her own thing. I'm like, that's great, but there's got to be times when we can have it together. And so kind of turned into like a little like, she's like, well, argument or whatever. And I was just like, damn, man, I just love you. I'm just trying to have a good time with you. And I'm like, fuck, I just told you I loved you.
At Tin Roof in Delray.
Hey, Tin Roof's a great spot. It is.
I was saying, did she run?
Did she say it back?
No, she already said it to me before.
Oh, she said it to you first before and you didn't say it back to her?
Yeah. Because we were only dating for like 2 months. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
I said it like 4 months in.
So she was probably really happy that you blurted it out.
No, she literally goes, she was like, what'd you say?
Yeah, yes.
I was like, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
No, I agree. I agree with what you said. A little bit of like when somebody's just so I don't care. It's like, well, then what do you care about?
you even
Like, do you care about me? Like,
because I'm starting to feel like you don't even like me that much if you don't care. But like a little bit is good, but not to the point where it's like you don't want to do anything.
You can't even move from their side,
right? Or else
go out,
right?
Or like you're constantly texting when you're doing like, where are you? What are you doing?
Just enough to keep that person on their toes.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Jealousy's I never really had jealous issues at all. Like that was never.
Has jealousy ended any relationships from the girls' end to you?
Well, I think. Well, even like she made a comment. She's like, she was so used to everyone coming to her when we'd be out. When she would be out before, and then when I would go out with her, it would be different. Everyone coming to me, and she had a problem with that.
That's not great.
The spotlight.
Is that like more? That sounds like more of like a fame thing.
Yeah, that's like a jealous of you,
Right,
Not like
right.
jealous because you're with other people.
Not like jealous that you're gonna hook up with someone else.
Like
Right.
that's jealous that you have
that
more
you're
followers.
more famous than me.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I know. Avoided that red flag too.
And definitely not supportive.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's not supportive.
You want
Not
someone to be
supportive.
like, oh my God, that person knows you.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
awesome.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me take the picture. Like that.
Yeah, no, that was a problem. Like we could I would just I got to the point where I was like trying to avoid all those situations. 'Cause it would make her mad.
Yeah, that's not great.
Which I was like, these are the people that like give us these opportunities. Like I love these people. I'm like
Right.
grateful for these people. Like if I can go, if it's 10 seconds, what's it matter? Like like we have a gift. All of us here have a gift that when we meet somebody, we can make their day.
Yeah.
We also have
totally
the responsibility that if we're dismissive about it or if we're rude about it, we can also ruin their day. And so it's just how you use that. And I always felt bad because I was like, but I'm trying to make her happy. But like the right thing to do is to just take 10 seconds out of the day. Because I was that kid, like going to baseball games and like hoping no one knows this guy, but Brad Fulmer to like take a picture with me. He's my favorite player because he flipped me a baseball one time after a game. He was no one's favorite player, but he was mine.
Yeah.
And so like those little things I think matter. And that was something that was like hard to try and balance, which I shouldn't have had to.
No.
But-
Sign that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, I avoid a lot of those signs.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest issue.
Yeah, we've talked
Just
about
wasn't
that.
your person.
Yeah.
But let's go to a song. You got a song for me, Fran? Or no, you picked the last
No,
one.
I picked the last one.
Let's do the work remix.
Oh,
Of all
A$AP
things
Rocky.
that just pop into your head.
they have waiting music.
That's
now.
my
I
go-to.
accidentally picked
Like
that.
Yeah. Okay.
work remix.
What is that?
A$AP Rocky. A$AP Ferg.
I never heard of this. Tabata remix?
If that's not on there, that's a very popular song. It's not actually a
Work?
remix.
Yeah. Isn't that just the name
I
of the
gotta
song?
hear it to know it. To know
What?
it. To know it's
I got
Oh,
out.
you got it. Found it.
All right, here we go. Work remix. All right, we're about to go into call-ins right now. So call in.
No way. Am I on the call?
You're on the call, Meg. What's going on? You got Fran and Ria, Phil, and Katie here.
What's up? This is awesome. I am driving, so I feel like I got to pull over. Shoot.
That's safe.
Just be safe.
Yeah.
Right? No, I'm driving out to coach a volleyball team. So,
Nice.
well, first of all, I missed the podcast this week because I took a Pilates class. So I just hopped on when I got in the car. But first of all, I love your guys' podcast. So thank you so much for just being vulnerable. I broke up with my boyfriend. I sadly know it off of your episodes because I started listening 4 weeks in, and now it's episode 28. So
we know.
I have fully. I know. We know.
You know, we're on your show.
Yes,
Sorry
we're
about
aware.
that. Tyler's gloating about
Wait, what'd she say?
podcast now, so go ahead and bring that back.
What'd she say?
I
So you
was
said-
not thinking at all that it was our show. 4 weeks in would have been 5 years ago for us.
Sick.
Camera back.
Sorry.
Sorry, we're back after that little.
no worries.
I was just gloating.
No,
In
you should blow. Your podcast is great, but I was just gonna say, yeah. So if anyone's single out there listening to this podcast, I started listening to episode 4. You need to go back and listen to it. At the beginning of the I think it was at the beginning of the podcast, Katie, you gave like really good examples of like what you guys should do if you're recently single. And so those things like seriously helped me for the first couple of weeks. And no, I was just saying like it's episode 28 now. So I'm like, shit, I started listening at episode 4 when I broke up with my boyfriend. So I need to like put myself back out there. But yeah.
But you're thriving.
Hell yeah, Becky. We love you.
We're
on our way to 500. Don't worry.
Well, you just got to keep going. But sadly, I missed the episode, and I know because I was doing Pilates and I'm on my way to coach volleyball. But as far as like long-term relationship goes, I don't have much advice to give because Tyler, relate to you in a lot of ways of like everything starts off super steamy hot and like goes for 6 months, and then all of a sudden you get like that anxiety feeling, like bad feeling in your gut, and then like nervy squirts.
Oh, you got nervy squirts too?
The nervy squirts.
What's a nervy squirt?
It's like when you're like got like anxiety about your relationship.
So
and you can't poop whole. Yeah. So you just poop a bunch of little squirts out.
So for the record, because Tyler gets nervy squirts, I actually got him a bidet for Christmas. So if anybody else gets them, maybe invest in a bidet.
That's awesome.
Well, Katie, that's awesome because it sounded like on one of the episodes, Tyler, you needed better Christmas gifts. So sounds like that might be a winner.
Yeah,
better than the crock pot
this year. Awesome. Well, Megan, I appreciate you so much.
Yeah,
thanks for listening and hanging.
Joining me every week. And your guys' episode is awesome. Keep doing your thing and have a great week. Can't wait until next week.
I appreciate
you too.
Thank you very much.
Drive safe.
Oh, sorry. My bad, Megan. Well, hopefully we'll find a Chicks in the Office fan here one day.
It's okay.
Oh,
They're hard to come by.
I'm trying.
We're on your show.
Yeah, they want to talk to you.
They're
bad. They're calling in and they're like, oh my god,
you.
I hope the next one's like, is this Fran and Ria?
I know, right? It's gonna be great.
Kylie.
Oh my God, stop.
What's going on?
Oh my God, it's the gang.
How are you? And Fran and Ria.
No, I'm here for Ria and Fran, Tyler.
Woo! Hey, finally.
I'll pay you later,
Fellow
Kylie.
chick in the office.
Hello.
Hi, guys. I don't even know what to say. I didn't think I'd get picked. I didn't plan this. Ria, I fucking love your grandfather.
Oh my god.
He is a gem.
Thank you. He's gonna love that. He thinks he's famous now. He asked me today, he said, you want to put this on TV? It was him cutting down his tree.
He has some serious wisdom.
He does. And he's also horny.
What?
Horny.
Oh, I thought she said
With an H?
corny.
No, horny.
Horny with H.
No, wait. A capital H.
Why do you know about that?
Because we did an interview with him.
Yeah.
He's a buck guy.
That's my dude. I like
He's
him
a buck
already.
guy.
What do you mean a buck have to do with being horny?
He's
looking at him.
Looking at butts all day.
all the time.
He's a
Buck guy.
Buck guy.
I thought you said he's a Buckeye.
So I thought she said buck guy too.
He's an ass guy.
I got you.
He's a single 85-year-old looking to mingle.
Hey, he's not blind.
No, he
Okay.
has eyes.
Oh,
he
got
can
eyes. See. That's awesome.
see. Yeah.
At least he doesn't like your ass. My grandpa looks at my ass.
No.
Whoa.
My grandpa.
What now?
Here's the
What's
thing.
happening here?
What the?
My grandpa 100% makes comments about my ass.
Whoa!
Not in like a weird way. Like
What, in Kentucky?
Whenever he's in town, he's like, "How you doing, sweetie? Let me see you. Turn around."
Yeah.
That's, sometimes people get old
Yeah.
and it's just, you just got to accept what they're putting
I was
out.
walking
Yeah,
up
they
to
put it out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was walking up to my house today and my Nana was outside cutting this tree down. He said, "Hey, you want to go on a date?" And I said, "I'm your granddaughter." Like that's just, he's just joking,
That's endearing, though.
Yeah.
No,
That's
he
awesome.
is adorable.
He is adorable.
That's awesome.
Well, great grandpa chat. Ria, I need your advice. How'd you quit smoking 6 times a day?
Great. We were actually just talking about that
Yeah.
before we came back. It's weird. I realized I don't have a very addictive personality. Like, I didn't struggle with it as much as other people do. So I don't know if I have like a genuine one thing that really helped me. I had been smoking literally every second of the day, like before everything I did for 6 years straight. And then I realized I wasn't even getting high anymore. And I was just like getting anxious. And I was like, my head feels all foggy. And then so when I started smoking less, I started just really liking the way my head felt when I wasn't high. And then finally I was like, I just threw everything out. And I was like, why do I even go back to this when I don't feel good? And then from that day on, I just never smoked again. And I didn't
I'm waiting for it to make me anxious, so I have a reason.
Yeah,
it makes me feel so damn good.
I don't have like an exact thing that I did. No, weed.
I got you. I got you.
It was the walks. Remember all your walks?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just started feeling a lot better when I wasn't smoking weed, and I think that's what like encouraged me to like, no, don't smoke right now because like you feel really good. What's the point of smoking?
Mm-hmm. That's logical. Yeah, I feel it. Thanks for the advice. I feel that.
I'm sorry. I wasn't very like.
I'm getting awkward, but I appreciate it.
God, you're amazing.
You're awesome.
Thanks, Kylie.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, see you later.
Awesome.
She's so cute.
All right,
You
y'all.
thought I was smoking cigarettes.
I'm like smoking 6 times a day. Is that cigarettes or?
Yeah. Just going through
That would
packs.
be wild. People think
Going
I
through
smoke
packs
cigarettes.
a
I
day.
do not. Definitely not.
But guys, that's a wrap for the episode. Thank you guys
All right.
for coming
Yes.
on. I said it earlier, you guys. You made the 500 episodes. It's incredible.
Thank you.
But and I used to, when I came off the show, I would listen to you guys, and I'd be like, oh my God, they're talking about me. And I've been so grateful to become friends with you guys now, and you guys deserve all the love you get because you guys are just loved for being who you are, and you guys are amazing. And I just love being around you, love hanging with you. So thanks for coming on.
Thanks,
is very
Tyler.
sweet.
This might be
Thank
the
you.
nicest thing you've ever said to us.
And you know what? We're proud of
You're gonna
you.
work on communication.
I'm
Yeah.
still working on communication.
We're proud of you for doing something that you love as well.
We hope you can get to 2 years
Yeah.
in your next relationship.
Yeah.
Trying to get to 2 months first.
Let's find one first.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. We're back at it again next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Love you. Have a great week and be safe.